Hello, students. I hope you're doing well. I wanted to be there today, but I could not be there today, so I am going to give you this screencast and tell you a little bit about special occasion speeches and what you can be doing today in class and what is due by Wednesday. So, a special occasion speech is a speech that you give on a special occasion. It's very important that you take into account several things. Number one, what is your message? What are you trying to communicate? That includes the purpose, what specific purpose, why are you there, and what message do you want this audience to receive. Now that's the other thing, is the audience, so that's the other part of this. Who is this audience? What mood are they in? What's going on? What's the occasion for why you're there? Now I've already given you several videos of special occasion speeches. You saw Will Ferrell and you saw Steve Jobs. You saw several others who gave different types of speeches, but I didn't go over all of them. And so that what I want you to see today is a list of some more of those, and then some advice. So you'll see here that your first thing to do today is to read this article called Types of Special Occasion Speeches. It's right here. And if you look at this article, it talks about what are the different types. Now, there are others. Any special occasion where you're giving a speech is a special occasion speech, but these are some of the more common ones. You have your speech of introduction. That was the Dr. Hennessy introducing Steve Jobs. So it talks about like what are the things that you need to consider if you're going to do that type of speech. A toast. I gave you a toast in today's assignment. If you look on Google Classroom right here, Best Brother Wedding Speech, it is a toast, although he does forget to have everyone raise their glass at the end. But it is a toast. That's that type of speech. A roast. If you really want to try, you can. But folks, it takes a special type of personality to give a roast well. And the occasion matters a lot. You got to have the right kind of occasion. And to make up a roast is really tough to do. I've had students try, and usually it falls flat. But if you want to go for it, you can. The next one is a special award, where you're giving an award. And so you can look at this one and do that. An acceptance speech. You saw a couple of those, one from Matthew McConaughey and one from Will Ferrell. One more serious, one more comedic. So you could do that one. You have a keynote address at some kind of function where you are the keynote speaker. And then you have a commencement speech. You got to see Steve Jobs. And then we have a commemorative speech. That's where you are giving a speech to honor an occasion. Could be for like Memorial Day. Could be, I don't know, for some holiday event that you're supposed to commemorate it. Like a tree lighting ceremony would be a commemorative speech. And so those, and an after dinner speech. So it doesn't have to be after dinner. It could be during dinner, but some kind of speech during dinner. And really the one at the wedding is kind of an after dinner speech as well. So feel free to look at those and choose the one that you'd like to do. Now when you hit next in this website, it's going to then take you to some advice, some guidelines for special occasion speeches. I do expect you to read all of this, take it into account, and then finally one more page, there is a conclusion. So make sure you've read all of that, not just the first page. Getting back to what we're doing in class today, you read that article, then you're going to watch the screencast. That's what you're doing right now. Then you're going to fill out the special occasion speech description electronic handout. That's right here, and you have your own copy. Please make sure you fill that out and decide what you're going to do for your speech. Now, if you fill this out and you change your mind, it's okay, but I just want you to try to make a commitment that you think could work for you. And then on what, up until Wednesday, if you decide to change your mind, it's okay. I also want you to, it says right here, start working on an outline. So, once you've filled out this special occasion handout, start working on your outline, or at least write down maybe some things that you don't want to forget to include in your speech after you've made this commitment. Okay? And then finally, I have included this fun toast/roast by this brother. He kind of is a combination of several of these speeches. A toast, he definitely roasts his brother. It's also an after dinner speech. It's a special occasion. I mean, just so many things, and I enjoy the speech because the guy just does such a great job with an interesting demeanor, not one that you would expect. So enjoy that. Now, the last thing I want to do is go over the special occasion speech rubric. And well, I'll do this again on Wednesday, but please look this over and think, okay, I obviously need to get the audience's attention. You want the 9 or 10 points on all these, right? Do you capture the mood and tone? Do you clearly identify the occasion while you're speaking? When you are giving your speech, do you include some narrative, some commentary? A narrative is like a little bit of story, and you'll be surprised how far a good story can help in a special occasion speech. You think about any special occasion, you're going to hear little vignettes, little illustrations, little just mini stories that are going to help that particular occasion. So read through all this. For eye contact, I just said that it's appropriate for the occasion. You'll see that this guy at the wedding, he reads most of it, but he does it in such a way that you're not even noticing it. And he does break and give some eye contact from time to time, and it works. So it kind of depends on what kind of speech you're giving, and that's why I just said appropriate. I know that sounds subjective, but it is. Are you giving a speech where you give the right amount of eye contact for what you're doing? The language is the same stuff, the physical stuff, you know all these things, and then over 3.5 minutes. Over 3.5 minutes is the requirement, and this is for your exam. So, and you will give it on the exam day unless you're quarantining, and then you'll put it on Flipgrid, but we'll talk about that later. I hope you have a wonderful day. Be good to Mr. Slagle. He's an awesome guy and my friend, so you better be good. And yeah, I will see you on Wednesday, and I'm looking forward to reading some of these right here and finding out what you're going to have in your speech. By the way, it looks like this. So you're going to fill this out and basically make some commitments about what you're going to do in your speech. Have a wonderful day. I miss you. I'll see you Wednesday.